Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Band from Broadcast. I am your. I guess I'm not a host anymore. I am Seth. I'm filling in for.
He's an associate.
I'm an associate. I am filling in for Joseph and Caden in this episode. And yes, this is me doing the intro. Welcome back, everybody.
And what a smooth intro it was.
Yes.
For anyone who can't read, Seth, what episode are we on?
65.
Perfect. Like I was telling these guys before, I was really excited because I thought we would have the 5 original members on for the first time in almost a year, and then Joseph decided to just have work randomly. So yeah, that didn't happen.
He joined the call and hard and then left.
Wasn't he supposed to be off for the week?
I thought, yeah. Well, he said, he's like, oh, I get back Friday. And I said, okay, we'll do episode Saturday. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's good. I'll be there. And then now he's saying he never said that. 100% sure he did say that.
No, he did say it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
Did he say that by voice or by text?
No, I'm pretty sure he said by text. But it's whatever. It's fine.
We'll get him next time.
Yeah, it's just less static I have to mute during the, the recording or the editing. All right, what do we want to start with?
Do you want to start with my worst experience ever?
Sure. Yeah, take us in.
Okay, so my refrigerator, we have 2 refrigerators in the house. We have one in the garage and one inside the house. And the outside one decided, oh, I'm going to break now.
What all did you have in there?
So we had milk, which is already off to a great start. And then in the freezer, where most of the awful smell came from, we had some kind of fish. We had octopus.
Jesus.
And those spoiled, like, immediately.
Wait. So how long did the fridge go being broken before you guys noticed?
I think it was the freezer that went out first, and then it was the refrigerator.
Yeah, but, like, how often do you guys go into that fridge? Like, did it go
Pretty
a few
often.
days? Oh, okay. So it didn't, like, go a few days without you noticing?
Yeah, it was just, like, one day we noticed, but we hadn't cleaned it out.
So your dad forced you to, like, clean it with you or clean it with him?
Very much yes.
How long did that take?
That took the whole night. I cannot describe the smell to you, but it was putrid. Like...
Well, I remember you texted us, and you were like, oh,
Yeah.
It smells like a rotting corpse.
Yeah.
According to my dad, it smelled worse than a rotting corpse, but...
Did you guys not, like... Well, I guess I don't think it would have mattered, but, like, wear masks or anything like that?
You know that stuff that comes in, like, a bottle, and you put it on your chest to relieve, like...
Oh, icy hot?
No, it's more like to help with congestion while you're sick.
Vicks VapoRub?
Yeah, it's that.
Vicks VapoRub.
So we, like, stuck that basically, like, right by our noses.
It's kind of smart, actually.
Yeah, it didn't help much.
I thought you were just gone in there like a full fucking war zone, just no gas mask on in the trenches.
I think, honestly, they'd probably make it worse.
Wait, why would that make it worse, Nick?
Because you have to deal with the vapor rub and the smell of rotting corpses.
Well, the Vicks Vapor Rub was supposed to, what's the word, just block out the smell of the rotting corpse.
What does Vapor Rub even smell like?
Itself. I don't know.
Itself? That's not a smell.
Good description.
I don't know, it's very powerful. It's very, like, it's the only thing that you can smell when you have it on.
This reminds me of, too bad Joseph's not here because he was part of this, an experience that we had in high school. So during my sophomore year, in our biology class, every couple months or whatever during the year, our biology teacher would do dissections. I don't know if he did that with you guys or not.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to.
Oh, you weren't? Okay, consider yourself lucky, Bree, because
Yeah, we did frogs.
Yeah, this was pretty nasty. I don't remember if we did frogs, but I 100% remember we did fish, I think. I think it was fish of some kind. And it smelled so bad. And like, our biology class was actually pretty small. It was only like 8 people.
Really? Wow.
So it was kind of... Yeah, we had I think ours was 7th hour, so we were like the tail end of the day.
Mm.
Yeah, so it was really small class, which kind of made it more fun, but this sucked. So we started these dissections, and I think before that, Joseph had these, he used to buy
G Fuel.
these, like, no, not G Fuel, like these gum, I don't fucking remember what they're called. I haven't seen them in years, but they're like these really strong little gum capsules.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, like grenades or something.
Yeah,
Oh, the
no,
grenades.
Grenade gum. That's what it was.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, he had those, and they're really, really strong. I think they go up like to this like levels 1 through 10 or some shit. But he didn't have any fresh ones, but he like dug through his backpack and he found like has like a 6-month-old bag.
I know, I
grenade gum.
remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't as strong, but fuck, it helped so much. We were like, we'd go back like every 5 minutes and just eat more. We had like 4 in our fucking mouths just trying to like survive this shit. And it did help a little bit because it kind of blocks out your sinuses and whatever. But
Yeah.
it was so fucking bad. I hated it.
Was it like a really bad fish smell, or was it like the chemical smell that you usually get from?
No, it was like a fish smell. I think if it was just the chemical
okay.
smell, we probably would have been able to endure it a lot better.
Because like the dissection labs that we have in my anatomy class, usually it's just like all chemicals. That's all you smell, like a really potent chemical smell.
Do chemical smells like really affect you? Because they do with
Not
me.
really.
Okay, I hate
A
them.
little bit.
It used to, like, so we took a trip to a college back whenever I was in high school, and they had like a cadaver lab there.
Yeah, I think we went to the same one actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
You
the same.
did.
It was the same trip. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
It was a harsh chemical smell in the cadaver lab,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't as much in like, you know, the little organs that they have us dissect and look around at.
Yeah, I remember when we went. I think it was the same field trip.
Yeah.
That we went on, and I remember we saw some of those, like they brought them out and you could like hold them and shit, and I don't remember them smelling at all. Like they just they didn't smell like anything.
Oh no, I'm talking about like a full cadaver, like a full body.
Wait, you've done full body cadavers? What?
At the trip, we saw a cadaver lab, which was a full body.
Oh, so you actually like saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is a different trip because we just saw the individual like body parts, like a heart and a
Oh, okay.
lung.
Yeah, then it must have been a different trip.
Ugh, gross.
I think that might have been the trip that you and Joseph went on, maybe.
That's the one I'm talking about. You went with us on that, but it was not the same trip, I don't think.
Are you sure that I went with you guys? Because I remember you guys having a trip and you were in like full gear.
Were you? Oh no, I'm thinking of a
Yeah,
different
no.
one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, chemical smells though. Like for some reason I especially cannot stand the smell of bleach. Bleach just makes
get
me
that.
like gag. I hate it. Hate it so
yeah,
much.
that makes sense.
Like when Jay first moved in with me, I remember she had bought some bleach or wanted to buy some because she wanted to clean the bathroom. And I just remember being like so against it. I was like, oh, I'm just going to get out of the house. And she couldn't understand why. And I was just like, I don't know. I just hate the smell of bleach. It just is bad. I mean, I get it's good if you really need to clean something shitty, but like,
Right, yeah.
I try to avoid using it.
We took bleach to that refrigerator as
Oh, yeah.
soon as it was all cleaned out.
I
It
would
was-
have just burned the refrigerator, honestly, if I were you. So
We got rid of the refrigerator now, thankfully. We're getting a replacement one. We had like a warranty on that refrigerator, so we're getting a new one. But good God, if I would have had my way, I would have just burnt it, like taken it outside and burnt it in like a garbage field.
yeah, just
Or
take it to the
whatever.
dump.
Yeah, exactly. It was putrid. It was the worst thing that I think I'll ever smell.
Yeah, I
And
would
I've been to like, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I would have been too. I mean, I probably would have had to suck it up and clean it, but I would have been very against it. Like someone would have had to drag me in there, kicking and screaming to clean that type of shit. I get like I fucking hate cleaning the litter box at my house. Like when I clean the litter box, I take this thing outside because I don't want to clean it inside and then have to deal with the dust or anything that kicks up. I just don't want that like in my house at all anywhere. So I just take it outside, dump it in my trash can because I just pull my trash can up into the yard. And I wear like a full fucking mask. I make sure the clothes that I'm wearing to do it, I'm going to immediately throw in the washer. And then right after, I take a shower. Because it just grosses me out so much. Yeah, because like I don't like the dust getting up in the air and like potentially getting in my hair. And it's just, I don't know. Grosses me out. I'm kind of a neat freak in that regard. But
but you've always been like that. I remember ever since we were.
yeah, I don't know.
And I'm the opposite.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Not to call you out, Seth, but I peeked into your room the other day. Good God, man.
You are calling me out. Good God. Fuck you. I'm messy, but it's not like it's dirty.
It's like a bulb went off in there.
It's just messy, okay? I'm a messy person.
Yeah.
Speaking of bombs.
Oh, that's a good segue. Hold on. Go on.
Speaking of bombs, we've been getting into Fallout a lot recently. Because of the new show.
TV show, yeah.
That we're going to be talking about.
We could just probably start on it now.
If you guys want.
Yeah. I mean, Seth and
I saw an opportunity.
Seth and I have been fans of Fallout for like years now.
Yeah, forever.
But Bree never really played much of the games, right?
I played a bit of Fallout 4, like literally the beginning.
Like
but
5
not.
minutes.
Yeah. Well, it was more than 5 minutes. It was like 8 hours.
I just saw the picture and hangout of of one of the characters we made when we were in like
Oh, yeah.
we were on vacation.
I love Fallout 4's character creator.
Yeah.
It's great.
No, I think that was the whole reason Bree got the game, is because I told her, I was like, look at the goofy shit you can make. And she was just like, all right, I gotta have this.
Wanted it as a murder hobo.
Yeah, that's generally how I play my Fallout 4 characters. I think it's kind of ruined me because I played Fallout 4 so much. It's like my second most played game, I think, next to like Minecraft or something. But most of that has been with mods, and I generally go in these playthroughs with the idea of being a murder hobo. Which it would be more fun if Fallout 4 had better RPG mechanics, but regardless, I have fun with the game. It's a nice, like, fun shooter, base builder type game. It would be cool if it had better RPG stuff, but you live with it. Do we want to talk about the show though, like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to talk about it right now, we can. If not, we could save it for a bit later.
Yeah, let's do it now. I was gonna save before we recorded. I was gonna save this for like things we like, but honestly, this could just be a full topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I think this
watched it.
deserves its own topic.
We also don't want to like cut it off
Yeah.
because I feel like we have a lot to say about it,
Exactly.
and leaving it for the end would be kind of.
I had like no expectations going in, like when I watched the show, because I was kind of keeping up on like the trailers and stuff from a few months ago, and I thought it looked all right. I was still cautious. Mainly, I think I mentioned like 2-3 episodes ago, I was cautious because of the lore. I thought thought there was a chance they would fuck up the lore because this show is canon to the timeline. But I'm actually pretty pleasantly surprised.
I had pretty high.
Yeah, I
hopes from the
really
beginning.
liked it.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I mean, after the fucking Halo show, I don't know. I kind of just was.
I really don't. I don't
just
blame
very,
you.
very cautious with video game adaptions.
Yeah, I am too.
They've always been, hit or miss, but for Halo especially hit home because Halo's like my favorite game franchise.
Yeah,
And
they really fucked that.
Yeah, they annihilated that shit. I mean, they didn't even. I mean, we've already talked about it, but like they didn't try to do anything with the games at all. And I'm just glad they didn't try to label it as canon because there's just no way you could.
Yeah.
But what'd you guys think of the show?
Again, my expectations were about as low as Ian's. I had like little to no expectations for the show because, well, live action, we hadn't seen much about it, and it was also supposed to be canon, which really could be a make it or break it.
Yeah, also, like, you just don't... Well, you didn't really know as much or weren't invested in the universe as much, so it's probably pretty natural to just have like lower expectations.
You're not a real fan like us.
Yeah, I didn't study the lore.
Like I didn't have a Fallout hyperfixation a couple years ago.
You did?
Yeah,
When?
back whenever I was getting into the Fallout 4 game.
Oh,
Not nearly as much as it is now, but
yeah. Bree's really been obsessing over it. I mean, I have too. I got back on a Fallout 4 kick like 3 months ago, and then I stopped after like a month or so. And this has just kind of spurred it on again. So I've been continuing that playthrough.
yeah, I love the show. Like,
For me, instead of Fallout 4, I'm doing, think it'll be my 9th playthrough of New Vegas.
9th?
Yeah.
Damn.
9th?
Yeah, I've played.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
probably one of my more played games.
honestly, from what I've heard about New Vegas, it's good enough to have like 9 playthroughs.
And that's the thing, though, is like I've seen pretty much all of the map, but there's still a couple interactions I've had in this playthrough that I haven't seen before.
Really?
Yeah, like, you know how the Prim quest where you can, like, spoilers, I guess, where you can, put Law back in Prim. If you go back in the Vicky and Vance hotel, or not hotel, casino, you have an interaction. And I didn't go back in there like any other playthroughs. There's like there's some like NCR deserters that will confront you and try and rob you. And
I've done that one.
I haven't
I've seen
done
that
that one
interaction.
yet. I actually haven't done that one yet because I never went back in the Vicky and Vance casino. But what I was doing was I was cleaning out all, because you can get the Vicky and Vance casino running. I was just cleaning out all of the casinos essentially because I have 10 luck. And I went in there, and then they started harassing me and like trying to mug me. So, but of course, because I know like pretty much everything about the game, it's like one of my more played games. I just abused my luck system, and I have like 30,000 caps and like really good armor and weapons. So I have a flaming sword called Gehenna, and I just fucking mowed them down, dude. Like they did not stand a chance. I had Boone with me, Boone and EDE.
It's so easy to get like a ton of caps in New Vegas.
It really is.
It's such a difference. I don't know if maybe this was just me playing it wrong, but I remember because I started with Fallout 3 and I played the shit out of Fallout 3 back in the day. And I remember like 4,000, like 5,000 caps. That was a ton for me. I was like, I'm fucking rich over here. And then when I moved to New Vegas, I was seeing how fast caps could rack up, and it was getting into like the tens of thousands, and I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. I didn't think like you could get that many.
It's good,
it's just
though,
such a difference.
because there are weapons and stuff that cost like 20,000 caps, like from gun runners.
Yeah.
You know?
Fallout 4 leaned into that really hard too. Plus in Fallout 4, I don't think there is a level cap, so you can kind of just keep doing shit for a long time. What I don't like about Fallout 4 though is because there's no level cap, you can eventually unlock every perk, which is cool in its own right, but it kind of takes away from you playing as like a specific type of character.
Yeah, there's no
with
build
like
system.
specific skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, no build system, which I don't care for too much. I like the build system, but it's whatever. What is a level cap in New Vegas? I think it's higher
it's
than
like
Fallout 3.
35, to my knowledge.
Oh, maybe not then.
It's
I
like
thought it was like 50 or something.
it might be 50. It's like I think it's 35 though.
Oh, it's 30.
Oh, is it 30?
Yeah, it just seems really low because I'm a Skyrim guy, and I don't think there's a level cap in Skyrim.
Yeah, not
Oh,
to
there
my
isn't.
knowledge.
I think the highest level I got was like 85.
Is Skyrim kind of like Fallout 4 where you can just like eventually unlock everything if you play long enough? Or is there a play style?
It's a play style, but you do have perks to unlock. So how it works is you have to level up a skill tree with individual weapons. So you have a whole skill tree related to bows, one-handed swords, two-handed swords. One-handed swords includes daggers. Then there's magic, and then there's a skill tree for each and every different type of magic. So if you really, grind it out long enough, you can 100% Skyrim. But it'll take a while.
Yeah, the skill tree seems like pretty detailed from what I've seen. I need to play through the actual game.
Yeah, I have all the DLCs if you want me to Steam share it to you.
I might actually do that.
You know what seems like a nightmare game to 100% is Red Dead Redemption 2. You can do it. It takes so long.
Why's that?
Because it's a huge game. It's a massive game. The map is fucking massive. There's so much stuff to do. But you can 100% it, and you do get a little thing at the end if you 100%, which is really cool.
I'm trying to 100% Risk of Rain 2 right now. I'm at I think 72% of the way
I've never
there.
played Risk of Rain.
It tells you in the game how far you're in. It's fun. It's a roguelike.
Oh, really? My friend likes roguelites.
Yeah. Like Goobies.
Fucking Goobies.
Stupid fucking...
What even is Goobies, dude?
It's a roguelike.
Roguelike game.
Yeah, it's
It's just like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Dark Souls, man. What it is you go and kill monsters, get coins, open chests, and get upgrades.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a
And
dungeon
you just
crawler.
you just keep doing that. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's a lot like if you guys have played Hades. Hades is a roguelike.
Ian has, but
No,
I've only
no, I
seen
haven't.
gameplay.
I have the game, and I've almost never played it. I think I played like 10 minutes of it, dude.
Okay, well, it's better than I have.
Here we go. Here's one we've all played. Muck. It's a roguelike.
Oh.
Muck? No.
Yeah. I mean, it has the whole survival build aspect to it, but no, open chest, get upgrades, that's a roguelike.
Oh, yeah. You know who I found out is, really into roguelikes? Is Salmonella. He has a second
Oh,
channel.
really?
Yeah, he has an entire,
He does?
video essay on it.
The shit you get from birds?
You'll have to send me his second channel, because I didn't even know he had a second
Yeah,
channel.
he did.
Fucking Nick. No one heard that but me. But
Well, I didn't hear it.
you were talking about salmonella. Nick's like, oh, the thing you get from birds?
Yeah, Nick, you're right.
Do you guys want to circle back to talking about the Fallout show?
Sure.
Yeah, I started talking about it, but no one said anything.
Sorry.
So we just jumped to the
Sorry.
games.
Spoiler alert, I have not seen it.
Do you care about spoilers, Nick?
No, not really. I don't know when I'm going to watch it.
Okay, yeah. So,
Okay.
spoiler warning for everyone listening, because this is kind of impossible to talk about without spoiling.
Should we start out episode by episode, or just talk about our thoughts on the whole thing?
Well,
Like
I've
the
only
thoughts on the whole thing. I don't know if you got to go through and describe every episode.
yeah. I'm not gonna remember every little detail because I've only seen it once so far.
I
and it
just
was,
mean the big details about each episode.
Yeah. Well, how do we usually talk about shows like this? I think we just talk about our general thoughts.
Yeah, general thoughts.
I loved the show. I think it was great. I started off obviously, like I said, cautious, but interested. And the first thing I noticed, right away, is the production quality, and the set design and everything is so good. It's so fucking good.
The attention
And-
to detail is great.
The vaults actually look like the vaults.
and they look real too. They don't look cheap, obviously you're in a set. It doesn't look
Right,
like it's
yeah.
like it's plastic, fucking like it's cheap and shitty. It doesn't look like that at all. It looks real, and they did a really good job of translating that into live action.
Yeah.
And not just the vaults and shit too, but the outside world, the surface looks really cool. The environments and all that, and the CGI is really good. I don't think at any point I thought, oh, that looks a little wonky, or that's kind of weird, or anything like that. I don't think there was any part where I really thought stuff looked bad.
I was rewatching some of the episodes, and I got to episode 7 yesterday.
Mhm.
And I saw the scene with, Thaddeus's foot gain
Oh yeah,
reconstructed after he got the ghoul serum in him,
yeah.
and it looks really good. It makes you cringe whenever you watch it, because
It's his foot is just
how
disgusting
disgusting
looking.
it looks.
Yeah, his foot is all mutilated and shit.
My only concern...
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, my only concern is like, is there anything in the lore that explains that you can become a ghoul by getting like drinking?
So, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if he actually is like a ghoul because it was never explicitly said.
Well, it looks like that was the same thing that Cooper was taking.
Yeah, but the stuff that Cooper was taking wasn't like stuff that makes you a ghoul.
They could be changing the canon.
See, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, so I told you guys a while back that I watch Tim Kaine on YouTube, he's the original creator of Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And he's cool. I love him. He's great. He's really like chill, laid back, and his videos are cool. And he talked about the Fallout show. He actually said he got invited to the
I should hope
launch.
so.
Yeah, the launch of the show. Yeah, Todd invited him. And I guess Todd has also invited him to the Fallout 4 launch and the Fallout 3 launch too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And he said that they showed like the first 2 episodes, so it was about 2.5 hours. And he really liked it. And then I think he made a video later on talking about the rest of the show and what he liked. And he's talked about like lore drift and shit, which is just over time as you get more games in a franchise or movie franchise or whatever, you might have like some lore separate or change subtly in some ways, like over time. And he said that's kind of happened with ghouls. He said that in the original Fallout, they kept like the origin of ghouls slightly ambiguous. Like they said, this is what happens to some people, like when they take in too much radiation. It's like it can either kill you or it can turn you into a ghoul over time. But he said that that as far as like how they lived, wasn't so ambiguous. Like they did need water and stuff like that and food. They just aged way, way slower, which has been pretty consistent for the most part up until I'd say about Fallout 4, where for some reason they tried to say that ghouls didn't need to like eat or drink, which I found really weird. Kind of try to ignore that because it doesn't really make any sense. And I don't know. They don't really seem to keep that in the show. I can't tell. Like, do we ever see Cooper eat anything?
They don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
he ate the
guy.
one ghoul.
Yeah. Sometimes
Roger. He ate
sometimes
Roger.
a feller's got to eat another feller.
Yeah, that's true. And he said that they
and
can't.
he was drinking.
Yeah, and they said that he can't taste anything though.
Oh.
Like he can't taste food, but he does need to eat because we do see him eat and drink. So I hope they retcon that because I thought that was really stupid in Fallout 4.
Yeah, it is kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's like they're still living creatures. It's like radiation
Right.
may make you live longer, but it's not. I don't know. It's stupid. The serum thing though that he takes in the show where he like has to keep using that medicine so he doesn't turn feral. That is a new feature to the lore.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, I can buy it because it is said that like all ghouls will become feral at some point. It's just a matter of time. It depends on the person. Like some can go feral faster than others. It kind of depends on like your mental state and shit too, which I think makes sense. So I don't mind there being like a new way for them to not go feral as fast.
There's a lot of theories on what exactly he is taking. I've heard one theory that it's like jet.
It looks like jet.
Well, isn't it like in a vial, like it's liquid? Jet's not liquid, as far as I know.
I thought jet was. I thought it was like a liquid that gets
Inhaled.
Yeah, it gets
isn't
inhaled
it?
essentially. Turned into like
it's in like an
mist.
inhaler thing. I thought jet was like a gas. Yeah, it was like mist or whatever.
Is an inhaler gas?
It could still be converted into gas.
Yeah, wait, that's a good question, Nick. Are inhalers? I don't know how they work. Do they have liquid in them?
Well, okay. I looked up the jet, and it looked like it has a little it looks like a little CO2 cartridge that you'd put inside of a BB gun, and all that in there is compressed liquid.
Yeah, that's what it. That's yeah.
And it'll exit as gas.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought so.
I don't think it'd be jet though, because we see
Yeah,
ghouls,
it doesn't
use jet.
It doesn't make any sense for them to have to take jet of all things.
Yeah, like I know in Fallout 4, the ghoul Hancock, he's a companion. He's like a drug addict, but drugs don't affect him the same way as they do like a person. Which, fair enough, I could buy that, But like he does take jet, but he never mentions anything about not going feral or whatever. So that's definitely like a new piece of lore.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't have a problem
So
with
it probably is something new. Maybe it's modeled after some of the chems
Yeah.
from earlier Fallout games. But for right now, we really don't have a full grasp of what it is.
Yeah.
And if it's just like an actual thing suppressing him from going feral, or if it's like something to take to, I don't know, distract them.
Yeah, I don't know. I am curious to see what they do with Thaddeus, though, in season 2. If we see,
Oh, yeah.
and they're obviously setting it up. We're going to see
Yeah,
him
we're
again.
gonna see him again.
And I'm wondering, like, if he does become a ghoul, because if he does, then that does raise questions of like what this shit is.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, there is one thing, or one possible lore inconsistency that I'm kind of just curious about, is when Maximus has the power armor on and he throws like a object like fucking 3 miles away. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Is that like, is power armor that powerful? Because I don't remember it being.
Yeah.
Like, they can throw, like, he threw it a long ways. Like, that's a fucking long distance.
What did he throw again? I forget.
He's thrown a couple different
It was
things.
like a
hasn't
giant
he?
metal object or something.
I can buy it because power armor.
I mean, power
like,
armor is powerful, but
you got to think about it from like the perspective of when you're playing a game, they can't make shit like too crazy
Yeah.
because you know they want gameplay balance and all that. Like there's stuff like that in like Halo lore where they talk about certain things in the lore, like in the books or whatever, that can do certain things. But obviously, it's like plasma weapons in Halo. In the lore and the books, they're described as being extremely, extremely fucking deadly to where like they just one-shot Marines because they're melting their fucking torso off pretty much. But in the lore, or not in the lore, sorry, in the games, Marines can take like several shots with plasma and not feel anything, but that's just like a gameplay choice.
Yeah, because if you just like one-shot people with in-game items, it won't be fun.
Yeah, so that's what I think of is happening
yeah, that's
there.
understandable.
But if you don't show it in like a show that something is powerful, then people won't be as interested in it.
True.
Like, you have to show that it's very powerful, and showing it would be like throwing an object like 300 miles away.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I don't remember fusion cores being rare in, like, for instance, Fallout 4. Were they? That
Yeah.
might just be me misremembering, but they seem like they're super rare in the show.
Did they
yeah.
say they were rare?
Yeah,
in the
well,
show?
they make it seem like it is.
They said that it was very rare whenever Thaddeus was giving the fusion core to the
Yeah.
doctor, in quotation marks.
Well, in Fallout 4, they don't seem to be rare, but I wouldn't say they're super common either. It's
They're probably just like a good trading item.
yeah, like in Fallout 4, there is like a functional vault that does still have all its residents, and they actively trade with some people on the surface. And whenever you try to go to that vault, they will only let you in if you can give them 3 fusion cores because they need that to like power their systems or whatever. And sometimes you might have the fusion cores on you, but I remember like in a couple playthroughs I did, either I wasn't actively collecting fusion cores or I just wasn't finding them because I think they might be kind of saved for later in the game. I don't really know, but I wouldn't say they're rare by any stretch. Although you gotta think like Fallout 4 takes place on the East Coast, whereas this is in the LA area. They could just be not as common over there, maybe. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
possible.
It could be.
I guess it's just me nitpicking, but
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of little stuff like that you could ask questions for. I don't know if it's really nitpicking. It's just kind of like, hey, this is a question, I guess.
Well, since it is canon, you kind of have to... You have to question things, because
Yeah.
if it doesn't align with the rest of the lore, then it raises more questions, and there's, like, plot holes, and you can't have plot holes.
Exactly. I'm kind of a stickler for that stuff. I mean, there's some things I'll let pass and be okay with, but it's something that actively bothers me is when shit does not align well.
Yeah. How did you guys like the inclusion of the NCR and, everything from New Vegas?
I thought it was interesting. Like, I was wondering, because they didn't really show up until towards the end, like last 3 episodes or so.
Right.
And before that, I was wondering if they were even going to be there at all, because I think you see them a little bit in one of the trailers. But I remember when I watched the trailer, I thought maybe it was like a flashback, because it was Brotherhood soldiers fighting the NCR, and
Right.
people who played New Vegas know that they have a long history of fighting, and they're currently enemies when you play New Vegas. So I thought that's like maybe that's what that was. But I was pleasantly surprised when they show up. Like when she's walking around in the vault, Lucy, and she pulls the flag up, the NCR flag, and the main Fallout theme starts
Yeah.
playing. I was
Yeah,
like, dude,
dude.
that got me so hyped.
I love
was
that.
cool.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome. I was a little confused on like the whole Moldaver thing. Like for a while, like I was very confused on all that until towards the end. I don't know if that was just me not understanding it or if that was just like a writing flaw. I don't know.
Well, so
What exactly did you not understand about?
Well, like I thought that she was just like, I knew she had importance from the first episode because obviously she takes Hank away and you're like,
Right.
okay, what the fuck is the deal here? But I thought she was just like a raider leader because that's what they were pretending to be. They were pretending to be raiders for some reason. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And you know, now Lucy's trying to find Moldaver, and all these other people are trying to find her. And I guess the reveal was kind of weird because this whole time I thought she was a raider or something like that, or I just didn't know. And then the end, with like the whole cult scene in the vault, that I think that's kind of what started confusing me, because then I just was like, well, what's the deal here? Like, what's going on?
Wasn't she the same person who led the quote-unquote communist meetings in Cooper's Pass?
Yeah.
See, I thought that too.
no, she was.
But I don't think so.
No, that was her.
She was?
Yeah, she was.
Wait, so was she part of Vault-Tec then? 'Cause
No,
that's the only
she
way
was
she could have
specifically
survived.
saying.
No.
She specifically said that Vault-Tec was nefarious. But I feel like maybe somehow she got a hold of a cryogenic pod, because you saw it in the end
Yeah.
that there was an entire room in was it one of the vaults or something?
Yeah, but that was specifically Vault-Tec who had set that up in Vault 31, because they were like, you know, we're going to repopulate the world with our members. And that made sense because they were all part of the same organization. So it made sense that they had all survived. But like Moldaver, was she once part of the vaults?
I guess that's kind of left vague for season 2.
I'm assuming that it's going to be explained more in season 2. But she was the one that was leading the meetings.
Yeah,
And
I thought
I'm assuming
so.
that she's like a rebel now that goes against Vault-Tec.
I thought so, and I was like thinking about it, and I kind of tried to ignore it because in my mind it wasn't adding up. Maybe I'm just forgetting them mentioning she was part of a vault system. They got frozen or whatever.
No,
but
it wasn't mentioned to my knowledge.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't mentioned at all, but I figured the reason I don't worry about it too much because I figured it's probably just going to be revealed in season 2 or a season 3 if one is made.
Most likely, they're answering questions for this season, but leaving questions for the next one. Because they answered a lot of questions at the end.
yeah, they did. What did you guys think about them saying that Vault-Tec kind of spurred the war on, like the Great War?
I think that's pretty cool, actually. I think it's, I can definitely believe it.
It's been a fan theory for a long time in the community that Vault-Tec had a hand in
In
that.
Fallout 3...
Can't you find a nuke with a
Yeah,
Vault-Tec
that's what I
logo
was
on
just
it?
going to say. In Megaton, there's the Vault-Tec logo is on the the nuke.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had no idea actually.
No, they definitely had a part in the war because it's entirely in their interest.
Yeah, and it would make sense. They're like they're said to be like $1 trillion company. Of course, they'd have
Right.
enough power to, you know, maybe acquire nukes, or maybe they didn't necessarily acquire them themselves, but they definitely had a hand in swaying like the United States and Chinese governments to fight each other.
It makes sense to a degree, but also, like, they're killing a lot of their potential buyers.
If you go back to what Vault-Tec wanted to do, first of all, they wanted to get enough people in these vaults and then they wanted to basically repopulate the Earth themselves. You know, like that's what's that guy's name? Buds, or whatever the fuck. He wanted, he wanted to just like manage the entire world in Vault-Tec's image. So I would kind of believe that they wouldn't mind like billions of people dying because it's just easier for them to repopulate. I don't think that, what's her name? Cooper's wife was necessarily...
Barbara?
Yeah, Barbara. I don't think she necessarily wanted that though, because you see at the beginning of the series, Cooper and their daughter are not safe when the bombs drop. So it kind of begs the question of, well, if she was so concerned about getting them into a safe vault, why would they launch the nukes while they were, not in a good position?
So, at the beginning of the season, we see people speculating, why is he doing children's birthday parties now? And he said, well, alimony. So, maybe they're divorced now.
Maybe. I don't know. But we don't see her afterwards. Like, we don't see her after the Great War, so maybe she's dead.
Yeah, she could be. Or she could be in a vault somewhere, maybe cryogenically frozen.
Sorry, Nick, I left it out of the conversation. I know you didn't watch the show, so...
That's fine, I'm just waiting. I'm just trying not to make noise.
He's just sitting there sweating so hard. You gotta get an AC unit in your room, dude.
I'm trying. It doesn't work out because of where my desk is.
You're gonna have to make the sacrifice. Move your desk.
To what other corner?
That's true. Nick lives in like a broom closet, so it's kind of hard for him to move shit around.
Yeah.
Nick actually lives in New York. He lives in a studio apartment.
Yeah, he pays $5,000 a month in rent, but
He shits in a bucket. He has no bathroom at his house.
I have to pay for my own appliances too.
Every breath you take, you have to pay for it.
He has to pay for the oxygen.
If I miss a payment, they'll cut off my oxygen.
They vacuum seal your room. They psych all the oxygen out.
They lock the door too.
You miss a bill. You just hear the door close. You just hear a vacuum start.
there's an airlock in his room. That's something your grandma would do, I feel like.
Would kill Nicholas by sucking all the air out of his room. That's
Maybe.
such a classic Nicholas's grandma thing to do.
What were you gonna say, Seth? Or Breanna, whoever was talking? She already forgot.
I was just going to, ask about, favorite characters from the show.
I'd say probably Lucy for me. Also, I really did like Cooper as well.
Yeah, Cooper and Lucy are tied for my favorites.
You just like the ghoul because you think he's hot, huh? That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Come on, do you?
don't worry, Brie. I think he's hot too.
Oh, speaking of, did you see that?
Did you see that porn that came out?
Did you see the Onion article?
No.
That, okay, let me send it to Chad before I forget about
We'll
it.
just read it off.
Well, whenever I get the actual article up. Who was your favorite character, Seth?
Probably Cooper and Lucy's brother.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I really like him, Norm.
He's very
he's
short.
actually up there probably in my top 3. Yeah, he's extremely short. And the entire show, I was trying to figure out, is this guy a teenager or is he 35?
Yeah, it's a little off-putting, I will say. Shout out to short people, dude. If you got any short listeners out there,
Ignoring
I am the short listener.
Ignoring the actor, how old is Norm supposed to be in the
it
show?
seems like he's an adult at least.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's a young adult because it seems like he's younger than Lucy is. And she's probably in her 20s.
Yeah, I've heard people say that she's in her mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Or something like that. We know the only confirmed character besides Cooper, whose age we know, is Maximus. Maximus is 20 years old.
Yeah.
Which is good rule of thumb to use, because for people who are still for some reason fucking confused about the Shady Sands timeline, you could just reverse his age and figure out that it did not happen in 2277.
I cannot believe that people cannot read the flowchart.
I still
that they
dude,
just
dude, I still on online, so I don't have like Instagram, but I've been browsing the like Fallout New Vegas subreddit or one of them, and just to see what people think about the show, and most of the takes are fine. But I still see some people saying, "Oh, they retcon New Vegas. They decanonized New Vegas."
precious
It's like,
Vegas.
no, they didn't. You fucking moron. Yeah, it's just read the timeline correctly. Jesus Christ.
I found the Onion article. Women explain why they are attracted to Walden Goggins' character in Fallout. He looks like he has low standards.
Yeah.
I have a thing for men in advanced stages of physical deterioration.
Bree's type is stage 4 cancer survivors.
Damn right.
Oh, like you've never wanted to fuck a sentient corpse.
No, I haven't.
I can't say that I have.
He may be a quasi-deceased bounty hunter, but at least he has a steady job.
Is this you talking or the Onion article?
No, I'm reading
Oh,
off
okay.
some of the...
So you're switching it between what they want, and what she wants.
Oh.
All right, no more pictures.
Distracting Nick.
Distracting Nick, Bree says as she's scrolling through fucking ghoul porn. Wow, they drew his cock really nice here. What was that, Breanna?
I have already seen...
Yeah,
the
of course.
thirst
I'm
traps.
not surprised.
Do you think it looks like the first or the second hot dog in that picture?
Cock is falling apart.
What's the first one and the second one in that image, Nick?
For context, Nick posted a picture of 2 grilled hot dogs on a paper plate, and one of them is split in half and is kind of falling apart, and the other one's just intact. And so which one of those do you think, what does Cooper's cock look like, with those two as reference?
That is really tough.
Do it be looking like Thaddeus's foot, or is it intact?
I will say it looks like the second one. What do you guys think?
I think second.
I haven't seen the show. I can't answer.
Nick's not seen the show, just the porn, so. I gotta say, Brie, I'm proud of you for actually watching the show and not just spoiling yourself and then not watching it.
Oh, I did spoil myself.
Well, at least you watched it. I usually don't, so. You guys didn't feel like it was not long enough at all, right?
No, I thought it was good.
Okay, yeah, so did I.
I do want to talk about something that I talked with Ian about before the podcast.
What's up?
How I thought that some meetings were very convenient.
Yeah.
Like, between characters, they kind of just met up.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
I felt like that when Lucy just randomly ran into Finch.
Finch.
Exactly, yeah.
Finch. I love that guy.
Only real ones know.
Yeah. What was his name? I want to say Ziegler, but that's from Better Call Saul.
Werner Ziegler.
Ziegler? No, what's his
It
name?
was Dr. something, I don't remember.
Yeah, the doctor, the Enclave guy. When he's like walking around, I love that actor. I was really excited whenever I saw him in the trailers. I'm kind of sad that he didn't have a bigger role, like to play alive.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was really
Yeah.
cool that he handed Lucy a Ripper.
Yeah, that was cool.
The thing that I was talking about was more like whenever Lucy ran into Maximus, whenever he was in the power armor.
Like stuck in the power armor.
That was like really convenient. I kind of had a problem with
And
that.
it's not like she had any way to really track him or anything.
Well, yeah, how did she get him out? I forgot.
There's a manual switch. It's like a valve.
Yeah. And she said that she studied the suits while she was in like an engineering class or something.
That's true. I forgot about that. I also thought it was kind of funny how rad roaches were crawling on him before she got there, and he thought that like they were
Yeah.
gonna get inside. It's like, dude, it's power armor. They're fucking rad roaches. What are they gonna do? I was very confused by that, but
There's some but overall, it's a pretty good show.
yeah, no, those literally
It's-
just
it's-
nitpicks.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is. But I mean, don't let this. Any listeners out there, don't let this sway your opinion of the show. It's a good show. I like it a lot, and it's very true to the lore.
yeah, if you like Fallout, in any capacity. It's an amazing show. It's so good. Great adaptation. And even if you don't like Fallout, it'll probably interest you. Like Jay watched the first 2 episodes with me, and she liked them.
Yeah, I got my dad and my grandpa to watch it, and they really like it.
I'm trying to get Jay to rewatch it with me because I want to watch it again, but I'm going to see if I can convince her to join me.
Yeah, it's a really good show, honestly.
Do you guys want to talk about anything else, or?
Probably just get on to the last topics. Just like, what we like.
Holy shit, I fucking hate YouTube ads. This doesn't necessarily have to be a topic, but yeah. That's Ian in
You
topics.
guys keep giving me like 2 unskippable ads in a row. It's pissing me off.
No, let's rant about YouTube ads. 'Cause we've been talking about positive stuff. Let's talk about things we hate corner. Let's talk about that. Things we fucking hate to wrap up the episode. I hate YouTube ads. Yeah, YouTube ads are getting so fucking bad, dude. They're getting so egregious.
Yeah, like, I get a lot of YouTube, like, unskippable ads. There needs to be an alternative for YouTube, because it's really getting bad. It's turning into TV is essentially what it is.
It is. Yeah, it has been for a few years.
It's more aimed towards corporations and, making money rather than what YouTube was originally about, which was just, about a community uploading
It's natural.
videos. Yeah, it's just disappointing, and there's no alternatives to YouTube that don't support, like fucking, like, what's the other one? I don't even remember the name of it.
Rumble.
Yeah. But it's, it's too bad because I want to upload videos with songs that I really enjoy, but anytime I upload it, you can't upload anything with music you like because immediately it gets taken down by the copyright system. That's the most frustrating part for me because I love music and the videos I want to make include, music I like, and I don't want it to be taken down. I feel like it would improve the video to have music that, the music I want, rather.
Yeah,
Right.
even when it's not music that you're trying to include on purpose, like it could just be something in the background, you'll still get fucked for it. Like on that Fortnite video I made almost 2 years ago now, there was a song playing on like the in-game radio in there, and I didn't know that was like a real song. And I think I even made a joke. I asked like, "Oh, am I going to get copyright struck for this?" And Joseph was like, "Oh, no, you're fine." And turns out I got copyright struck for that exact song. Yeah, and I didn't even mean to include it. It was just part of the footage, which I found really annoying.
It's bullshit. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid, and it's really archaic too.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, there's like easy workarounds, so that doesn't happen. But they just don't implement them.
Well, even whenever you pay for the song to be included in there, you get fucked anyway, like the pyro situation.
That's what
That's
I'm
true.
scared of. I wanted to I thought about about paying for like the song rights, but yeah, you just get fucked over anyways.
It's so annoying.
Honestly, you're better off just making your own music.
That's what I've thought about.
You've been trying to make some like beats and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
I've been using FL. It's going pretty good. On my last YouTube video I made, I got demonetized. Not like I'm making any money off of it anyways, but I got demonetized. It got flagged because I used Claire de Lune, a song that's like, fucking
yeah.
300, 400 years old, something like that. How old is Claire? It's an old song.
I'm not
is it
sure.
It is a very old song.
Here, let me look it up.
It's still in the video, but it's like, I got demonetized for it.
Claire de Lune came out in
1869.
Oh, it says this is 1890, and then it was revised and published in 1905.
Still, it should be in the public domain by then, right?
Oh yeah, it's 100 years, over 100 years. That's when.
But
stuff
no,
goes
I
in
got
the public
fucking
domain.
flagged. It said, "Oh, this is owned by some random fucker, and you can't use this." It's broken. The whole system is broken. It's bullshit. We need an alternative to YouTube. It's getting bad.
Or just bully YouTube until they fix their system.
Good luck, unless like a bunch of people start doing it. I mean, this was always going to happen. It was always going to be this way eventually once Google bought it out, because this is what happens when big corporations own 90% of the media online. is they're going to monopolize, and this is what it's going to turn into. And it sucks. I think we just need like a revolution or something, to be honest, but that's neither here or there. YouTube revolution.
A revolution, yeah.
As long as there's competition, YouTube will fix their shit if something gets big enough.
Yeah, and as much as I would like to believe in sites like Rumble and shit, they don't have a great track record, because usually just white supremacists use them.
It's free speech. I don't really care about the free speech bullshit. I just care about not having my stuff taken down or copyright abuse.
Also, like algorithm shit too sucks, because you can have
algorithms in general suck.
They do, because you can make really good content and then just get completely fucked over. Like, here's an example. Last episode we released, episode 64, got like, is that like what, 30 views right now we were looking at on YouTube?
I think so.
Yeah, and 63, the episode we did after our hiatus, that like got really favored by the algorithm, and it's at like 130 views or 27 views or something like that. So it's just kind of funny because they're back-to-back episodes, and there's just such a disparity in the algorithm, like how it treats it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hate it. It makes it really hard for small creators like us, for example, to like actually get a following.
This may seem like a joke, but AO3 doesn't have an algorithm, and you can find like a lot more content that way.
Oh,
Just
really?
like,
Wow.
yeah, if you search up like a fandom, it'll show you like the most recently written fic.
I think I'm good. I'm gonna stay away from that.
I'm saying that more systems should be like that, where it just shows you the most recent video instead of like an algorithm.
I agree, yeah. All right. I don't have anything for things we like. This was my things we like, Fallout, so
I'll just save mine for last time. Or next time.
yeah, we'll just skip things we like this episode. Do you guys want to just wrap it up?
I like sausage.
Yeah, Nick likes
Evidently.
dirty sausage that had been dipped in pool water.
Nicholas loves cock.
Yeah, I loves meat.
There's these packs of sausages you can get. They're in these little thin white packages, and they come with 8 of them. And oh my god, I forget the brand, but they're good.
You know what's something I found out that I actually like? I'll say it. They make
Farmer John, I think.
Farmer John.
Farmer John.
Just go. I'm sorry.
Farmer John. They sell pre-cooked bacon at stores. For sandwiches. You can buy them for and it's really good. Like a ham and cheese sandwich with pre-cooked bacon on it.
Wait, where?
I guess
is this?
Walmart.
How is it cooked?
It's like just smoked. They just like, or they smoke it or fry it or whatever, and then they just package it, and it's actually pretty good. I know they sell it at Walmart. I'm not sure where. I looked it up because I was at a friend's house. We were working on a car, and it was my car, but we're working on my car, and we went into the kitchen. He was like, "Oh, you want a sandwich?" I said, "Sure." And he pulls out this fucking huge pack of pre-made bacon, and the shit was delicious. It was so good.
It's kind of fire.
Did their name start with an X?
Yeah, it's X videos.
Sexler. Yeah, that's his friend.
Sexler. Yeah.
Was it Mr. Firebird or Mr. Volvo?
It's Mr. Firebird, but Mr. Volvo was Sexler. What's that even
This
mean?
is your name now on the podcast. I don't know. Just don't. My mind is an enigma. Don't ask. That does sound kind of good though. At first, it sounded weird, but
I still don't like the sound of it.
you don't like it.
I prefer to cook my own bacon.
I do too, but it actually was not bad.
Nick likes his meat fresh.
No, I agree with Nick there, but it was actually very good.
I prefer to produce my own bacon.
I like turkey bacon.
I don't think I've ever had turkey bacon actually.
If it's not a pig, it ain't real bacon.
Nicholas, you know how you love ham. Where do you think ham comes from?
Pig.
No, where on the pig?
His ass. His booty.
The belly.
No, that's bacon. You're eating ass! Sorry, that was loud.
Oh my god!
Did you get hit with a pillow? What was that?
That was a lot louder than I thought it was going to be.
I literally didn't even hear the word. It was so loud.
You're eating ass, Nick.
I don't care. It tastes good.
Nick likes ass. You guys heard it
Yeah,
here
Nicholas
on the podcast.
eats ass.
He chows down on that shit.
I love
And
it.
what's so
Nicholas
bad
eats
about
pig
that?
ass fresh, uncooked.
Fresh, uncooked, unwashed too.
I gotta keep the pig from running away.
I was actually talking to my friends about a guy I knew in high school. A guy, I guess we all know him technically. It's at maybe Bree.
He used to eat pig.
No,
ass.
he yeah. He got his nipple eaten off by a fucking pig.
Oh,
Good old one nipple.
Yeah.
I used to
not
call him
having a
one nipple,
nipple.
and he just went, "Huh." Oh, dumbass. How the fuck does that even
Yeah, I
happen?
know who you're talking
Did he
about.
fall in the pen, like, and the pig just ran over and fucking sucked off one of his nipples, like,
Sucked off. Jesus
Sucked it off
Christ.
like it was a piece of like pepperoni on a pizza.
Like, what the fuck happened, dude?
Vacuumed it off his chest. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's funny as shit. All right. Well, I guess we should wrap up then.
Yeah, probably. Leave off on nipple eating.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to episode 65 of Bamford Broadcast. If you want to hear more from us, you can catch us on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Pandora, and Castbox. And that's about it.
See ya.
Yep. See you guys.
Later.
Bye-bye.